Okay, this is Cleveland, but right now the weather is just beautiful. So in that spirit, I'd like you to turn up your air conditioner, go to the refrigerator, pull out a nice cold beverage, sit back and relax. Chad, roll that tape. Wow.
On June 14, 1998, Festism happened at Lincoln Park in Tremont. What is Festism? Well, it's the brainchild of Andrew Coletta. For the last 3 years, he's asked people to come to the park and do something.
Yeah, we brought a bottle of French wine with us. What's better? Wait. What better way to...
So now let's just see some of what happened. David Cudney set up an exercise bicycle with jugs of water and flowers around it.
Exercise like this.
When you're exercising, it's okay to smoke.
You know, I hear that a lot of people smoke because it's enough. I don't know why people do this stuff.
Many Tremont luminaries took a ride.
There's got to be a better way to be people.
Smoking was encouraged.
I don't know. I'm about ready for one of these jugs of water, though.
Put the bottle back in the same place. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Can I have a cookie, please? Oh, what a high
Nice
job.
catch. Oh, God.
Here's Joe Mylan adding his musical touch to the Chief Wahoo protest. Robert Saravica Gravy Train Flag Day with patriotic fervor. I like this.
You're gonna have that.
Robert also displayed versatility and preparedness. His gloves helped him beat Herb at a game of French bocce ball.
It's done. It's over.
So who wins? Robert wins the bocce ball match.
It's not bocce ball. It's
Petanque.
Oh.
petanque.
Petanque. I bet you when you're out in your jet ski, you look pretty cool with those glasses on, Andy.
Andrew Coletta, the president of Festism, spent the day working on a large chandelier.
And we're not even in a room.
Like bicentennial shit, too.
Oh, were you?
He made the chandelier out of tree bark, candles, and little glass bottles. A large rope strung up between 3 trees in a triangular fashion provided the support. A picture of the completed chandelier is not available as that videographer fell asleep after 2 bottles of wine. It was a long and lovely, mellow, late spring day. I'm Baldizzi, and as soon as Andy gets off his dead ass and edits another show, this has been The Social Scene.
Hi, I'm Andy Timothy, president of the Literary Cafe Talk Show, standing on the edge of the Great Pacific Ocean. All along the rim of this great body of water is a bunch of hard-working and industrial people that make the hardware that make this show possible.
Yeah, they're all Japanese.
Ladies and gentlemen, in an unexpected development, who walks through the door at the L Cafe but the one and only performance art guru of our times, Frank Green, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what do you see? How you doing?
I'm all right.
Okay. I've seen your stuff before. I've seen your stuff before, like different places and stuff like that. Never had a chance to say hello to you. You know, just seeing your face and all that. And damn, this band plays for a long time.
Are you voting for Herb or Joe?
Oh, that's a good point. You bring up an excellent point. There is an election going on right now in Tremont for mayor of Tremont, and I'm still undecided.
I'm going to vote for Joe.
Poop. Why? Why are you voting for Joe?
Because Herb looks very serious, and I don't think that's good in a politician.
You don't think that we need serious leadership?
Joe has good teeth.
And it's something that I don't think can be taken lightly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leadership?
Joe has good teeth. I mean, look at those
That's
teeth.
true. That's true.
He'll put some bite into
Frank,
Tremont. You know?
Frank, what kind of world would this be if we were judged by our teeth? A frightening world.
Well, these people would be making some judgments. You know?
Absolutely. What brings you here tonight? Just decide to just stop in for the Pisces party?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a Sam Adams.
And a cold one. And a cold one. Frank, I don't have any bio prepared. Usually, you know, Chad Stanley's got like a bag of tricks here in his drawer, like little like tidbits, and I go, oh, by the way, you know, I recall a performance. You might want to. I'm clueless right now. I have no real smooth way how to handle the interview, other than to say that I recall a one-man show that you did at Cleveland Public Theater. I'd say about 2-3 years ago. The one with the mirrors and all that.
That
was real. Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, Science Gets Serious.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. I loved that.
Thanks. That one was a lot of work.
I bet.
You know, actually,
how do you put something like that together?
That set with the mirrors.
And how do you?
Who is also in the bar.
Do you sit around with? Do you sit around and kind of, you know, with, like, in this case, Andrew?
I did most of that stuff, you know, like designing it and all those slides we had to shoot, and that video was. Because in this performance, you remember, it's like half live, half on videotape.
Right.
There's two characters, right?
Yeah.
And I'm playing both of them. So when we made the video, we had to get the timing down so that, you know, like while I'm talking on the pre-recorded video, I had to leave enough space to respond live later. So and then also I had to be looking to where I would be on stage, so it looked like I was talking to myself. So getting all that down was really hard, but
imagine if you had our band
CPT
there.
hired a director from New York, and that was a big help. Yeah, because then there was someone there to say, okay, you got to remember to be looking here and say this with a little bit more anger and that kind of thing, which I think really helped me because I never worked with the director before. And,
yeah.
You know, it made it more like a true theater thing. You know.
Where have you done your stuff?
The acting was better.
You've performed in, outside of Cleveland, haven't you?
Yeah.
Like, tell me some other places that you've done performance.
New York and San Francisco and Denver and Calgary and Phoenix and Cincinnati and Columbus and Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And
is it cold up there?
Yeah, well, it was October, so it wasn't that cold, but it's kind of rural.
That's
it was
nice.
Interesting. You know, they have these like strange political parties in Saskatchewan and stuff. The Natural Law Party, and they have stuff like this. I mean, stuff like this would be like, you know, you see stuff like this all over the place in Saskatchewan. There's a lot of kind of like, you know, populist anarchist politics going on there.
Basically, it's farmers with too much time on their hands.
Right, farmers with too much time and no respect for, you know, the government at all.
That sounds like a pretty cool place to do art, I guess. How long have you been doing live performance? Because when you're out there doing these things, I mean, Cleveland is what you live in Cleveland, so you could do these elaborate shows like Science Gets Serious, and then when you're on the road, what are you bringing with you? You know, is it multimedia? What
oh well, no, they're usually not that elaborate. The ones that I traveled with, because you know, I mean, I have to take everything in a trunk on the plane, so
right.
You know, you can't bring a 30-foot mirror wall and, you know, a video projector on the plane with you, so they've been like, you know, just things that are more portable. But they can still be like, you know, like involved and complicated in terms of their structure, and, you know, it doesn't mean that they're simple.
Let's just make something like powerful that doesn't have to be like, you know, circus animals walking across.
Right.
So that's good too.
Yeah. You don't necessarily have to hang upside down from a bar, you know.
All right. Well, with performance art, is there like is there a thread in your work, Frank?
Thanks.
Is there like a thread that keeps it all together in your work? Is there certain themes that you explore that? What's your guiding light, Frank?
I like to change, you know. It's like when I've dealt with something, I like to move on to new things and new approaches. So I haven't really thought as much what the threads are that connect them as like, what do I want to do next that's different, you know? Like now I just want to write. Again. I want to write a book.
And you write for?
Huh?
You do stuff for the free times, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't mean that. I mean, I want to write a novel. You know, I don't even want to do another performance again, I don't think. I'm kind of...
Really?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 20 years, and I'm, like, you know, over it. I've done it enough, you know?
I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
But I keep coming back for more. What kind of novel, Frank?
I don't know, love story or something. A scary one, a scary love story.
Story with a happy ending?
Yeah.
A kind of a film noir?
I don't have a happy ending.
Oh, why? Why not, Frank?
Well, I don't know. Because then if it had a happy ending, I probably wouldn't want to write it, you know?
That's true. I mean, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
We got enough of that on the tube all the time.
Well, because, you know, all the work that I've done has come out of, mostly out of pain and things in my life that I'm trying to understand and work through. And, you know, they haven't been very, my work is not known for being happy and pretty at all, you know. Never has been that way. Oh, thanks. The condom skirt.
Are you like working on any project right now? Book? Because you see you're not doing performance.
You know, I haven't been working on anything for a while.
Yeah.
I've just been like driving a taxi.
Not long ago
writing
you
my articles for the free times and trying to pay the rent, and I'm trying to find time to write because I do have an idea and I want to get at it, but I haven't had much time lately.
What was that show that you did not long ago? CSU or something?
Yeah, I did an installation performance thing, anonymous test site. I also did it here one night. We had our rehearsal here. You know, me and this was before we went to Toronto. I took that one to Toronto, and what it is it's like it's about medical testing and how that's sort of, you know, the big brother aspects of that and how it's, you know, trying to get people to isolate themselves from contact with other people in various ways. So anyway, there's all these people dressed in white, you know, laboratory things, and we photographed people's hands and fingerprinted them and clipped their fingernails and asked them a bunch of questions about the people that they've touched, you know, and, you know, with the idea that later we're going to go back and analyze all that information and figure out whether they're healthy or not.
Wow.
So we did that here one night, just sat around these tables.
So did you cut people's fingernails?
Yeah.
They freak out over that? Were they kind of like, eh?
You know, I did it in Toronto and here and then at Cleveland State, and only one person ever freaked out and wouldn't give their fingernails.
Whoa.
That was in Toronto. He said, I don't give my body parts to anybody. I said, do you give blood? If your doctor wants you to give blood, do you do it? You know, he said, yeah. I said, think about that.
A? He probably finished with A. Did he say that? I'm not giving you my fingernails, A. Then he told you to take off or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you,
His girlfriend had huge fingernails. I mean, they were way longer than that, Linda. They're longer than Linda's fingernails.
Wow.
They're like out to here, you know. And she didn't mind us clipping her fingernails, you know. Oh. No wonder her results were skewered.
Can you buzz? Comment?
Yeah.
The whole fingernail thing, you know.
They must have been false. How about eyelashes? Do you do eyelashes too?
You voluntary?
Sure. I got a lighter.
Yeah. Like criminal cases can be based on what's in your hair.
Frank,
whether you killed the person.
Frank,
or
if
not,
someone wanted to ride with you in a cab alone, okay?
Yeah.
Is there a cab company they should call, or, you know, if somebody wanted to ride with you in the cab?
Oh, I drive for Ace Taxi.
Ace Taxi.
Ace Taxi. Ace Taxi.
Particular time of the day of the night, day of the week that they can ask for Frank?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's very
What route do you do, Frank? Frank, what routes do you do?
You don't do routes. You got to go everywhere.
Well, you don't like hang around like at the airport for like some gimmies, you know, like you like.
Yeah, I do that. I do everything. I hang around at the airport for part of the night, and then I hang around downtown for part of the night.
Yeah.
And then I try to take radio calls, but they don't have very many radio calls at Ace Taxi because not that many people know about them yet.
Wow.
So it was better driving for Yellow Cab that way.
Not too much action in the Tremont area though with the cabs stuff, is there? Or is there?
Well, yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah. This is Starkweather 1 here.
You got as a cab driver, you have to have a story about a strange fare, something memorable.
Oh, I don't know. They just kind of all blur together, you know. I mean. Not yet.
Yes.
Does that go with the job?
Yes, Linda. Yes, Linda. Numerous times.
They didn't train us on that.
Next question. Where is your favorite place to take someone?
Grumpies.
Well, you know, I guess like Oberlin or Akron or somewhere far, you know, because it's...
Pittsburgh. Step on it.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Great fair.
I had never done that, but that would be a good one.
That's a beautiful rock. So you probably like turn up the radio for a trip like that.
Yeah.
You don't have radios in the cars though, do you? Or do you?
No.
Tape decks or anything?
Actually, that you know what a good fare is? A good fare is like from the Flats to Lakewood on a Friday night, because they're like right on West 6th Street and they want to go to Clifton, and you just jump on Route 2 and you're there in like 5 minutes and back in another 5 minutes, and they give you $15 and you pick
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Put it away. I know.
What is that?
It's the Lakewood map.
Oh, okay, Lakewood.
That was a different segment in a different show. Show. Yeah, that's it. Do you carry that map with you while you're driving? I'll have you right there. Hold on for a second. I'm kind of new at this job. Well, well, Frank, I'll just all I gotta say to the folks out there is when you least expect it, call Ace Cab, and you may be driven by Frank Green. Give it up for Frank. Show your love. Thanks for coming on the show. That was Frank Green, everybody. Performance artist / cab driver / bon vivant. We'll be right back with some hot entertainment here at the El Cafe.
Tasty. It's tasty. Okay, over the last 3 months, we've seen the Reverend Bill Fold do this.
Hello, Chad.
Hello, Reverend.
Thank you, Fold. I am calling you back home. Unless. And I said, unless what?
What?
He said, unless I make love to over 5,000 beautiful women between the ages of 18 and 35 years old. They feel healthy.
Well, what about
And
Are
I'm
you
feeling
sure?
healthy. We're all feeling healthy.
Saber.
And now, once again, the Reverend Bill Fold.
No.
What?
Well, I'll take care of you later.
Apparently,
I say, for the love of God, Satan possessed that man! Now, Chad,
who caused that? Was that Satan who did that?
I don't have a license for exorcism. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do since he is possessed by Satan. I'm going to beat the devil out of him!
Well, you could do that after this next segment. As I said, I don't think you could top yourself, Reverend.
Please have a paper towel. Satan has blocked this left eye, man.
Hello, Literary Cafe Talk Show. What kind of jump-ass penny-waste shenanigans is going on there? Ched, how did that crass individual get through on the phone lines? I don't know what's going on. I just want to get this over with already. Oh, Christ.
Left eye, man.
It's the Lord.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
The Lord. Lord, please, Lord, give me some paper towels.
Lighter.
Lord, throw them
There
in
you go, Reverend Bill.
Don't worry, Reverend. This will be heavily edited. They'll never miss it.
You still have to do the semen come out, right?
It did already.
I know when you were checking for the lump.
How did you know?
Oh yeah, I got your crotch shot.
So sue my ass!
Hello, Andy. This is Chad. Why are you letting this tape roll? Edit this out. Edit it. Edit it. It's too late to edit it, Chad. Just look at it as cinema verite.
Okay, you want a washcloth?
Yeah, I want to get back to normal.
No, I didn't see that coming. What led to that?
That was out of the chromosome. I lost it there. Who took my tip? She took my tip. That's just tasty.
Hello, Andy. This is Chad. This has got to stop. If it doesn't stop, I'm going to throw your ass off the show.
You're a hard man.
Okay, Chief, we're out. Apparently, 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 apparently,
Say, for the love of God, Satan possess that man!
Okay, we don't recommend doing that to your reverend at home. Stay tuned next month for the conclusion of the Reverend Bill Fold interview. She came to sell cigarettes. He came to hear the Cramps. He came to sue our asses. He just came. He was there already. She came for the ambiance. She came to make us listen to Dean Martin. He came to play the button box. She came for the food. He came for Satan. She came to critique. She came to make us famous. He came to talk about it. But for Ken, this is no ordinary art show.
It's Barmaggeddon, and I'm doing it for the exposure.
Well, that's all for now. Stay tuned next for the Community Bulletin Board.
Wow.